When fortune knocks, open the door.
He is the ultimate thief.
This is classic Mac.
This was 70 stories up with smart glass windows at 400 pounds a pop.
He's the best.
The law can't catch him.
We sent a couple of guys after him, and these were both good agents.
They were both men.
But she has a plan.
What do you have in mind for bait?
For the perfect trap.
Why are you following me?
I've got a proposition for you. I'm a thief. I give you the world's tallest building and home of the International Clearance Bank. Do I have your attention now?
Undivided.
You're keeping this strictly business, right, Mac?
Strictly. This is how it has to be. First we try.
Then we trust.
Has there ever been anyone you couldn't seduce?
Did he take the bait?
Big time.
You changed partners. You changed the rules.
Prepare to go offline.
35 seconds.
Weren't we partners?
You're playing both sides.
This is called entrapment.
No, actually it's called blackmail. Entrapment is what cops do to thieves. You coming?
It's time to take your girlfriend out of the equation. Shut it down.
Move it! You're perfect.
I promise you, you'll have it all.
This is big enough now.
It's never big enough.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Movie Watchalong. This is the 25th anniversary celebration of the heist film classic Entrapment, starring Sean Connery and Catherine-Zeta Jones. I am your host, Ryan of Anti-Quote Channel, and boy, is this going to be an exciting one. If you grew up in the 90s, such as my guest and myself, my goodness, those were some great times with some great actors and actresses in some very enjoyable films. I'm not alone in this. Every Mac McDougal needs a Virginia Baker when it comes to these characters in this case. So please welcome our good friend of MDMC, Authentics, MDMC, Entertainment, etc., and the OG Pink Ranger, apparently. Martha is back. Martha, welcome back. How are you?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Good to see you again. And we thank you for being with us. So before we begin our feature presentation and hit the magical button known as play, and by the way, some people have been asking, how do these movie watch-alongs work? Well, before we hit the magical button known as play, we're going to give you an opportunity to get to know Martha and I a little bit better in terms of our experiences with this film known as Entrapment. And also, the way we do these shows is that we are going to be watching the movie on separate devices with our sound off and the subtitles on, so we can respect the studios and the actors and the actresses who worked very hard to put these productions together. Now, if you want to watch the movie along with us, you're more than welcome to do so on your own device, or whether it's physical media or a streaming service, feel free to do so. Cue it up to about the 2-second mark or so, and we will let you know when we're ready to hit the magical button known as play, and we'll go from there. So as much as we would like to share the movie with you and have it on this screen that we have here in our virtual movie theater, unfortunately, we cannot do that because we want to respect the studios and all the cast and crew members who bring these films to life. So with that out of the way, Martha, what was it like for you seeing this film known as Entrapment back in 1999?
Oh my God. I was such a huge, and still am, Catherine-Zeta fan. Where I first saw her was Mask of Zorro, which Ryan sent me the infamous sword fight. And let me tell you, I don't know how old I was when that movie came out. I must have been, what year was that? Zorro? When did Zorro come out?
1998.
98. So I was what, 12? I was 12, 11, 12. Okay. All I know was I wanted Antonio Banderas to be my man. I wanted to look like Catherine-Zeta. My dad was a huge Zorro fan from back in the day, Guy Williams. And so back in the day, he and I would actually watch Zorro. He saved a bunch of these tapes when he recorded it. And so sometimes when there was nothing to watch on movie night, and I didn't realize how we did not have a lot of money, basically. And so we lived out in the country. There was really not much going on. And I was bored on a Saturday night. My dad's like, oh, let's pull out a tape. And now I look back, I'm like, oh, he was just trying to entertain me. But because of that, you know, we watched a lot of Zorro, Guy Williams, that whole entire team. And I was just like pumped whenever this movie was coming out. I was like, oh my God, they're making a Zorro movie. And anyway, fast forward. Loved Catherine-Zeta. Love, she's amazing. She's beautiful. I wanted to grow up and look just like her. Like, I'm like crushing hard on her. She is a beautiful, fantastic actress. And when Entrapment came out, I didn't watch it in the theater. I actually caught it on, I don't know if we rented it or it was with cable. I don't know. But I remember watching this movie and just being more in awe of her because I'm like, holy crap. Like, she, in this movie, it's very physical. She does a lot of really, I mean, I don't know if it's really her doing the stunts or what, but still, it still looks like her. She's facing the camera doing this stuff. So I'm like, wow, I love her even more. And I think that she just did fantastic in this. So anyway, but my dad passed away, and then, you know, in 2008, and then I actually picked up the Zorros. I found them on eBay or something, so I got the DVDs. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep this alive. So just for the fact that I just went back to the Zorro thing, and then when I worked at the movie theaters, I stole the Zorro poster out of one of the back rooms, so my dad could have it right, shortly before he died. So yeah, it's that movie and then this one, just they correlate so close together for me. So yeah, it just because they happen so close in time. So I mean, I absolutely loved it. So big fan of Catherine, loved Entrapment. I think when we get to the part of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, I've always said I want to go see those towers because that's how much of an impact this movie gave me. Like, I need to see physically where they, you know, I know that this is a studio, they did not do this, but I'm like, I want to see where they were. I'm a nerd. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. There's no shame in that. We're all nerds here at movie, or excuse me, anti-quote channel, I should say. But thank you for sharing that with us. And I'm sorry to hear about your dad, but the connection between your family and Zorro, the character. Oh my gosh, that's some incredible stuff. And you know, some people would say the much debated Zorro. No, the legendary Zorro.
Legendary.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Antonia. I grew up on that movie just like anyone else. I love Mask of Zorro. That was one of my introductions to Catherine-Zeta Jones. Was in fact that movie, and it's funny though because 2 years prior to that, in 1996 AD, she was in another comic book-based property known as The Phantom with Billy Zane.
That's right. Oh my God, I love that movie too.
She was a pilot. She was a pilot, right? You remember? Okay, so she was a female pilot, and that was some people saw that movie, some people didn't. It depends on who you ask, but that was a bit of an underground classic. And then 2 years later, Mask of Zorro comes out, and that was her big coming out party. And everybody's thinking to themselves, "Who is this gorgeous woman, and what's her telephone number?" But anyway, we digress. So The Mask of Zorro is one of the greatest films of all time. Like Martha said, we did a watch along for that just last year for its 25th anniversary. So please check it out once you're done watching this one. But for me, I remember going with my father, God rest his soul. We went and saw this movie back in 1999. I was very excited because Catherine-Zeta Jones was on a hot streak at that point, coming off of Mask of Zorro, and now this. We went in, saw the movie. We enjoyed the living heck out of it. I had a smile on my face almost pretty much from beginning to end. Some scenes do crack you up. You crack a smile. There are some there's some moments of levity here is what I'm trying to say. And Catherine-Zeta Jones is very athletic, and we'll talk more about that later. So it's a very good movie. It's a heist movie. And two critics, I remember what they said about this movie, because if you bought it on DVD like I did back in the day. So on the back of the DVD, they have critic reviews for some movies. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. According to critics, this was the most enjoyable thriller of 1999 for a certain individual. And then the second person said, this movie has crackling suspense and startling surprises. I would venture to agree with both statements. So Entrapment is a heist movie, and it's got a good score. And I think the director, John Amiel is his name, by the way, did a really good job in this. And then a few years later, he would follow it up with a disaster movie called The Core with Aaron Eckhart and Delroy Lindo and Hilary Swank, which I actually enjoy that movie too. A lot of people throw that movie under a bus, but I don't care. Certain disaster movies are just fun to watch.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't seen The Core from 2003, which is directed by John Amiel, who directed this one, Entrapment, feel free to check that out later. But without any further ado, we're going to begin our feature presentation here in 3, 2, 1, hit play. Here we go.
All right.
Once again, feel free to watch the movie along with us. Share your favorite thoughts about this movie or any of the movies that star any of these cast members, whether it's Sean Connery, Catherine-Zeta Jones, Ving Rhames, Will Patton is in this movie. So let us know. We would love to hear from you if you're watching this live or on the replay. We thank you so much for being with us. And oh my goodness, the 90s were a good time.
R.I.P. to Sean Connery.
Yeah, this is one of his last performances before he retired from Hollywood in 2003. And then years and years later, he unfortunately passed away. And I believe it was 2020. So,
yeah, so sad.
Great job with the opening credits with the font and the laser beams. I that's very clever.
Yeah.
I think it's very clever. I think it says trap and then zzz, entrapment.
It kind of gives you like the Red October type of feel.
New York City, 16 days to millennium as we open up the film. Suspenseful music playing. I would venture to say so. There's a lot of suspenseful music playing in this movie. Man, good shots of the city here. Really good overhead shots, some landscape, like helicopter shots.
It's so crazy to see how much New York has changed.
That is very
we got World Trade back there. You know?
Very sad. Yeah. Empire State Building has been doing a lot of creative things with its lights, though. If you read the news, they did a Star Wars Day with red and blue lights. You know, they did a Darth Vader Day kind of thing. They've been the Empire State Building's been very creative lately.
I think they have to be because, you know, there's other buildings out there that are doing cooler stuff, so they have to stay on top of it. Like Summit 1 is just probably the most. I go to Summit 1 more than I do Empire State or the Edge, and I feel like the people are going more towards those newer buildings versus Empire State, because Empire State takes forever to get up there. At Summit, I can just get up there in 30 minutes. Like,
wow.
The last time, the first time I went to Empire State took me like 6 hours to get to the top.
Oh my gosh, 6 hours? Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't remember it taking us 6 hours when my family and I visited there long ago. I think it only took us less than an hour to get to the top when we went anyway.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, 6 hours. That's torture.
That was well, I went in 2011.
Oh, it was in the 2010s. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why they probably fixed that too, because you know. But I love this shot of the Empire State. It's my favorite building. I don't go to the top of it, but it's still my favorite building in New York.
Oh, it is. Okay. For a second there, I thought you were going to switch things up and say, "Oh no, my favorite building's the Javits Center because of New York Comic Con." No, I'm kidding.
Oh no.
that's my least favorite building because of all the walking.
Oh my god, no.
I've never been to New York Comic Con, so I can't comment or speculate.
It's awesome.
I hear it's great though. Some friends of mine live up in New York, and I told them I'd go up there one of these days and go with them to New York Comic Con. So maybe one of these days it'll happen. Who knows?
You should.
Yeah, I probably should add it to, what is it called? My Comic Con, or just in general my bucket list. New York Comic Con. New York Comic Con's on there, and then obviously Star Wars Celebration's on there too.
Man, this office space is so retro too.
By the way, this opening scene here with the person jumping off and you know, starting to go into this building to steal a very valuable Rembrandt kind of reminds me of the opening scene in GoldenEye. Speaking of Bond movies, you know, Pierce, the stuntman, jumped off that dam in the opening shot of GoldenEye, so it's kind of reminiscent of that. Just to a degree.
Yeah.
People jumping off and going straight down. Very clever. System clear. Oh, turning off their night vision. Taking the base of flowers. Very crafty as this thief here, whoever this mystery. Oh, someone's watching the mystery thief now. Wonder who this could be. More and more suspense. Ooh, that's a nice office. There's the Rembrandt. A priceless Rembrandt, some might say. I don't think I've ever seen a Rembrandt in person, though. Because I know for a fact I've never seen the Mona Lisa.
I have yet to see the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, I've never seen the Mona Lisa in person. I've only seen it featured in movies or documentaries or behind the scenes type stuff. I don't know. I've never seen the Mona Lisa in person. Be kind of nice though.
I need to. She's super small. I think she's like an 8x10 or something. But don't expect a huge Mona Lisa.
Oh, so they're putting the Rembrandt in a package that's supposed to be delivered to Kuala Lumpur. Mr. Conrad Green. Oh, they replaced it with an Elvis painting. How funny is that?
That's great.
U.S. mail. Drop it down the U.S. mail tube, why don't you? In the building. Switching back to securities. Oh, there goes the mystery person. Oh, and they're wearing a hat there, a fedora. Oh my.
Very Red Reddington, if I say so myself.
Yep. I like the first few seasons of Blacklist.
The last ones were horrible.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch anything past season 3 or 4. It's terrible. Doesn't work for me. Plus, I got so tired of Tom Keane being alive all the time.
Right.
That guy should have been dead in the first season when they shot him they shot him twice in the stomach. He should have died.
Mm-hmm.
But no, networks were like, no, we need the hot guy on the show. Like, no, you don't.
In the mail. That's original.
Yeah, in the mail. By the way, the price for the goggles has gone up. Rembrandt's not just going to cover my expenses. Under the circumstances, 40 million would be a bargain. 40 million? That's a lot of money. I don't care how you get it. Just make sure that you get it. See, when that person says tick-tock, tick-tock, I'm starting to think of 24 with Jack Bauer.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that was a good series for a little bit. Kiefer Sutherland. He's making the rounds, too. He's going to a lot more conventions now, Kiefer Sutherland is. So I'm going to have him sign basically like 5 or 6 DVDs of mine.
Yeah, cool.
He's got a lot, man. He's been in everything. He's been in Phone Booth, Lost Boys, 24, The Three Musketeers from 1993. I mean, my gosh.
Yeah, I had a pop signed by him, Lost Boys.
No kidding.
He sold that. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, I think I did notice that. Congratulations on that sale, by the way. Kiefer Sutherland, I mean, come on. I remember that when I go upstairs in my new position, Toledo branch office. Will Patton. This is a veteran character actor, Will Patton. He's been in a lot of different movies over the years.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was in the movie No Way Out with Kevin Costner back in 84, 87, whatever it was. I mean, my gosh.
I didn't want to pick up.
Romantic. I think that's how we got it. This was 70 stories up with smart glass windows, 400 pounds of pop. He raked something. And I think it was... I like the computer graphics, too, even though it's old school.
Yeah.
Very old school PCs, fellas. Looking around the office. You're showing off again. Let 1,000 flowers bloom. Chairman Mao. You got it. Left the window open when he came in. So the draft blew over the flowers. I don't always see Will Patton with a mustache, but in this movie, it works for him.
Yeah, it does.
It really does. Because the movie he made before this, it's funny we bring this up because, or no. The movie he made after this was the Jerry Bruckheimer heist movie, Gone in 60 Seconds with Nick Cage. Which, by the way, that movie turns 25 years old next year, and we are going to be happy to celebrate that underrated gem.
Dang, already?
Yeah, I love Gone in 60 Seconds. Love that movie.
Sorry.
I don't care what anyone says. I love it, personally. So he marked a buyer at the auction house. That's right. Good work, Bob. Bob's like, I didn't do anything because she took all the credit. Oh, half the cases that we've worked. He's almost 60 years old. He ain't Spider-Man anymore. He's a wealthy man. He doesn't have to steal Rembrandt. You think this guy steals because he has to?
Maybe because he wants to more than anything.
Keep working. Maybe.
Now, do we think that 60-year-old man climbed up that building to watch her? Or was he the one doing the climbing?
It's a good question. Can't really tell because it's at night, and the person who's in that suit and jumping down to that plate glass window and trying to and successfully stealing the Rembrandt.
Hold up. Back in one of those pictures, he was holding the fedora.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Maybe he was the one looking in on our mystery thief.
Possibly.
Maybe I like being alone. Maybe I'm getting over someone. Well, they say nothing helps you get over the last one like the next one. Is this your way of asking me how, Hector? Well, not if you're going to say no. I got some good pickup lines here, man.
He just wants to bang her like everyone else in the 90s. Come on now. Just saying.
Oh my gosh.
It's true.
Maybe.
It's true though.
Uh,
I wish we knew more. Like we know everyone's gossip now. I want to know who Catherine's been with, you know? I had to go back and look at that.
no, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. I believe she's still currently married to Michael Douglas, though.
I can't believe that old man scored that.
Yeah, that's one of those Hollywood stories that when I first found out that they were together, they got married, or they were seeing each other, dating, whatever it was at that time. I thought to myself, wait a minute, how is this? What? You're dating the dude from Basic Instinct? What are you doing? Like that doesn't make any sense.
Makes zero sense.
And there's like an 18, 19-year age gap, and I'm thinking, whoa, what? You couldn't find a younger dude?
Man, if I look like Catherine, I could nail anybody. But you end up with some old dude? What?
I don't know how that works. I really never understood that. London, 14 Days to Millennium is where we are. Goodness gracious. For those of you just tuning in and wondering, why are we talking about Catherine? Well, it's because she's one of the co-leads in this movie. It's called Entrapment. It's a 25th anniversary watch-along. If you want to watch the movie along with us, you're more than welcome to do so on physical media or a streaming service if you're able to access that. We are currently at 11 minutes and 30 seconds into the movie. So share your favorite thoughts about it. Share your comments about this movie or some of the other movies that feature some of these actors or actresses. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're watching this live or on the replay, we thank you so much for being with us. That seems.
Get to London.
I know. I'd like to go to London at least once. A lot of history. I mean, there's history everywhere, but like there's so much to see. A friend of mine actually was just over there for, what is it, a studying abroad program?
Mm-hmm.
He was over there for 4 months in London. She loved it. She found so many books that were a lot less expensive than they are here in the States. So, and she showed off her most recent books that she was able to buy and purchase when she was overseas in London. You can find that at @snipsandco_ on Instagram. Our good friend Christy of @snipsandco_.
Also, iced coffee before it was a trend.
That's actually a good point. I didn't even think of that. I believe she was drinking the nice coffee and having an apple there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
because it doesn't look. I thought in the beginning it was like a bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich, but no, it's an apple. Oh, I think someone just pulled off a heist. Got the alarms going off. Max walking out of there. What's happening?
How is the suspect going so slow? Now, why didn't she chase him?
I have no.
Oh, that pizza looks good.
I know that pizza looks really good. It's a good looking pizza box too, with the guy with the tux
I wonder what
on
pizza in London tastes like.
That's a good question. I'm gonna have to. We should ask Christy because she was just there. So, Christy, what did pizza taste like in London? Was it good? Has anyone had pizza in London? Let us know. I'm curious. Apparently, someone has stolen her luggage. She has no clothes. Doesn't have any clothes, but she still got that P38 under her pillow.
She's so damn fine.
Oh my goodness! I feel I'm sensing a theme here with Martha during these watch-alongs. A bit of a theme. Whoa! Someone took the gun. Rule number 1: never carry a gun. If you have a gun, you may be tempted to use it. I'm going to ask you some questions. If I don't like your answers, you're going out the window. Why are you following me? She's so beautiful in this shot. Rule number 2: never trust a naked woman. I have nothing to sleep in. Somebody stole my luggage. Really? I'm shocked. It's amazing what's getting stolen these days. I love that. Rembrandt? Yes, indeed. That Rembrandt. So beautiful in this camera shot. Oh my goodness. I don't think it's for sale. It's not. I'm going to steal it. Bedford Palace. It's rather well guarded. Well, good for you. I can't get in and out. $40 million for that mask. There's no reason to believe a word you've told me, but you want to. And why is that? Because you want the mask. That's not all he wants. I'm sorry, I'm just saying.
It's true though.
First we try, then we trust.
Oh, I'm working out hard. That's still goals.
It is? It is? Okay.
Look how beautiful she is. My
Okay.
God.
I mean,
By the way, I'm eating skinny popcorn.
there you go.
If Skinny Popcorn wants to endorse us, please.
Feel free to do so. Let us know. Send us an email if you want, or send me a DM send either one of us a DM on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, DM on Instagram is probably easier. I'm just saying.
It's just crazy how it just disappears.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
How on
this
earth
guy's-
could? I'm looking at that room. How on earth could he have gotten out of there?
I have no idea.
That's a nice hotel room, but like, how can you get out of there when there's no other doors? And there's no door to the next room, I don't think. Who's Hass? Oh, he's a very lovely fellow, very low key. You told me you went to buy a chain bass. The price is £200,000, which of course you're not about to pay. Well, why not? Because you're going to steal it. You are a thief, aren't you? Now you take this card, which is fake. As she go back through the swipe it, you swipe the vase. And
This was such a test for her to see if she was really who she said she was.
Yeah, you're willing to steal a vase there, or a vase, whatever. Vase. Thank you. I was like, how do you say these things? I actually thought this was the late great Ray Stevenson who's about to appear in this shot, but it's actually Kevin McNally who's in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
That's right.
Yeah. Just with the shaved beard, because he has a bit of a 5 o'clock shadow, but he doesn't have the full beard.
That's right.
Yep, that's him. I actually thought it was Ray Stevenson, but it's Kevin McNally. Where's the vase? Where's the money? That is a nice vase, though.
It is.
I like the color.
Beautiful.
That's because I like the color. I like the color blue in general. I'm speaking in general terms. Trust me, babe. This is better than the real one. 200,000. I think it's an American Express card. The green one. I think it is. Is it American Express?
Yeah, American Express.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's a good shot of it. It's like, I'll take the credit card. Well, what is that? I need the miles. What exactly do you think this is? Harrods? No, I've never seen rats at Harrods. You like a joke, don't you? How funny is this? 4 years before this guy shows up in Pirates of the Caribbean. How about that? Oh, speaking of which, we did a 20th anniversary watch along for those of you who are wondering. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, because there were no sequels. Check out that movie watch along. It's on the Movie Nerds playlist. It was a lot of fun. Check it out after you're done watching this incredible presentation of 1999's Entrapment. Boy, she just whoppled him with that vibe.
Oh, shish.
I know, right?
Boom.
Knocks this guy
A roll of film from a camera.
Yep. So small, too. So small.
The conspiracy is coming.
Mm-hmm. Time's running out. You can still escape if you're quick. The guy's trying to sell him on the Millennium Bug. Oh, I broke it. What? I'm sorry. It punches through the window. Whoa. I think that was the original buyer. Yeah, he's going after that Jaguar pretty hard. You notice that?
The Jaguar is beautiful.
It is a nice looking car, but it's getting all torn to shreds. God bless. The guy came out with me with a knife. What was I supposed to? You were supposed to get the damn vase. It was a cheap Victoria knockoff. You wouldn't have wanted it anyway. You missed the point of the entire exercise. Man, 2 different generations of actors working together. It's so good. What is it? Give it to me. What is it?
Yo, the anxiety of her holding it outside the car, though.
It's true. Man, that car got torn to shreds. Ugh.
When they hit the puddle, though, I always thought she was going to drop it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I was like the anxiety of it all.
That was a quick cut there. Man, look what you've done to this beautiful car. Yeah, thank God it's not mine. It's not even his car. Where we go? This is my car. Yes, you have some nice things. He looked through her clothes. Oh, God.
You had some nice things.
By the way, our good friend is here. Deja Marie says, hi, Deja.
Hi,
Good to
Deja.
see you, girl. How you been? Everything's well in your neck of the woods. Don't forget to queue up your copy of this great movie known as Entrapment if you want to watch with us. We're at the 20 minutes and 12-second mark. You can queue up your copy on physical media or streaming service and watch the movie with us. Share your thoughts or feelings about it in those comments down below. And if you're watching this live or on a replay, we thank you so much for being here. And thank you to the president and CEO of the Catherine-Zeta Jones fan club, Martha, for being with us as well.
Hello.
Yes.
Eating the skinny popcorn. If skinny popcorn likes to, work together, we're here
It's very true.
for all future viewings.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Because we have a lot more movie watch-alongs planned for 2024. Look at all those pictures he's got of her.
Now, I need to know who took the pictures of her in the car.
This is entrapment. What? I said this is called entrapment. No, actually, it's called blackmail. Entrapment is what cops do thieves. You coming? Mentioning the title of the movie within the movie, that's just priceless.
Fantastic work there.
And Deja Marie once again says, aloha. Well, aloha to you too over there in Hawaii. Deja Marie, good to see you. I've never been to Hawaii. I'd like to visit it one time.
Oh, the way he looks at her, he's like, yeah, I think she's beautiful.
Oh, boy. And now all of a sudden, Martha can read minds, and she's speaking on behalf of Sean Connery's spirit.
I am. Sean Connery, R.I.P.
We miss you,
Let's
man.
talk about the castle, though. My God.
Look at this.
I don't know where this is, but I want to find it and go to it.
It is a nice-looking castle. I'm not going to argue that point. And he's got a helicopter, which you can fly to and from it all the time. It's great.
Oh, how the 1% lives.
No lock, no security. You're not casing the joint already, are you? This way. Ooh, that's a nice pool table, though. I wouldn't mind shooting a game of pool, shooting a few billiards.
Yeah,
I like shoot. Do you like shooting pool? It's a fun game.
I'm pretty good at pool.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a pool shark.
It's a known secret or unknown secret. Shh, don't tell anybody.
So the next time you and I are at a Comic-Con, we'll find a pool hall near the hotel. We'll play a game.
Absolutely. I just made a new friend, and we were walking through.
Where was this?
In my building where my office is, and in one of the floors there's some pool tables for one of the companies that has like a whole floor. And I was like, hey, you good at pool? And he said, no, I had the longest game go for 45 minutes without no one making a hit. I was like, oh, let me play pool against you. Put some money on that.
Oh, wow.
Scotch?
Might be. Not sure. Couldn't tell by the label over there by the bottle.
Yeah, it might be tea because no one does scotch like that. That's burns. That's to use to sip, not to like.
Oh, I see. Oh, now I see what you mean. Oh man, beautiful castle. All the different rooms, all the different things. Good night then. Good night.
All the art.
But it's still early. Yes, we have an early start. But I'm not tired. Where do you sleep? Why? It was just in case I need anything. Just in case I need anything. He doesn't tell her where his room is. May I ask you something? Sure. Has there ever been anyone you couldn't manipulate, beguile, or seduce? No. She says no. Why? Do I make you uneasy, Mac? Yes. You make very one uneasy. Well, what did you have in mind? Well, let's talk about the rules.
You're on a bed talking about the rules. I mean,
the rules. We have rules here. Are there rules here in this castle that we're staying in right now? Is that what's going on? That nothing can be personal. A job is a job. You do your part, I do mine. One of us is thinking about something other than the task at hand. Well, either both get caught or both end up dead. Good night again. It's good night.
Damn. The tease of it all. You could feel that sexual tension.
Mhm. She looks really good in blue. But then again, she looks good in anything.
Mm-hmm.
She looks good in shades of blue, though. I'm just saying. Blue. Nope. Nope. And now they're going over the plan.
That shot of the castle from behind looks really cool.
Mm-hmm. I would venture to say this film does have really good cinematography. So well done, production crew.
Yeah.
Dear Zeta, they flooded the place. Okay, so in this case, we go underwater. No, I go underwater. I steal the mask. You get a finder's fee of 10%. But I have the code to the mask case, dear. Yes, which are now
Finder's fee.
You're going to give to me. Man, they haven't even started yet, and already there's some issues going on here between the two of them. That's unfortunate. Let's see here. Looking at some. I'll arrange for your return trip to London. Oh, she's claiming to be a thief herself. Yeah, so you keep telling me. I stole the. Oh, she was the one who stole the Rembrandt in New York.
Oh, she's the one that climbed up the building.
Mm-hmm. And I painted the Sistine Chapel. Oh, come on. Ask me how I did it. So how did you do it? I dropped 20 floors down on a McNeil Descender. You must be a hell of a climber. Oh, she's a climber, fella.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. She's climbing right now, isn't she?
Can't find her.
There she is.
This scene is iconic in my head.
Really?
I need to know how the hell she did that.
Lots of training, I would suppose.
Yeah.
Bending of the leg, bending of the knee.
Honestly, I'm in yoga to be able to do this.
Oh, really? You're in...
that little arch that she does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, this movie put something in my head that I'm like, I could be like Catherine. I can do all the things that she can do. And I'm close to that yoga pose.
Fantastic.
My splits are coming back.
Oh, good.
I thought this was cool.
And she does this back flip.
Mm-hmm.
Very clever. Not clever. It was perfect. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh, but he's got the Rembrandt now. You're right. It is beautiful.
Dang.
Did you know that Rembrandt lived with his parents well into his 40s? But of course you'd know that.
All right. So all of us have, if we move back in with our parents and we're there until we're 40s, and then we're just means that we're on the road to success. Like Rembrandt.
I was going to say, I suppose in my case that would be true. Well, there's only a handful of people who can make the equipment that you used, and I know all of them. Man. Yeah, obviously, Mr. Conrad Green of Kuala Lumpur. What was it? A down payment or a service that's just Mr. Green is providing? Yeah, something like that. What could you possibly want to steal in Malaysia? $100 million. It's a lot of coin, don't you think?
That's it.
It's not that much money. No, I'm kidding. That's a lot. Like the wise man said, first we try, then we trust.
They come in with a lot of philosophy in this movie.
Nothing wrong with that, too, as long as it's used well. Which in this case, I think it is.
Each other wants, though.
Oh, yeah, but I think it's used to good effect in this movie. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Okay. Hey, look, it's Ving Rhames. You want to tell me why my Jaguar looks like he drove it off a flipping cliff? I'm awfully sorry. You owe me 140 G's. How about a $40 million Chinese mask instead?
A Tribido.
Is it turbocharged with a 6 CD changer?
CDs.
That's right. A 6 CD changer. Everybody remember those things?
140K. That's crazy.
Yep. It's a lot of money for a car.
You
may be a few seconds behind me here in the
I might be.
in the
Sorry.
feed because it's okay. I'm at 30 minutes even right now. So what the hell, shush? Well, it's a thermo camera. That's what you asked for. I specifically said no liquid plasma screen. Well, that is precisely all I could get. How am I supposed to do this job without the right tool? Hey, man, look, give me a break, man. What do you think this is? You give me a list and I go and get the stuff at Kmart? I remember going to Big Kmart back in the day. I remember that. Yeah. I don't remember going to Kmart all the time, though. I just went there a couple of times.
Here and there.
Yeah, I remember going more so to stores like Cowdoor and Gap and mom and pop places like Arrow's Video Store or the bigger ones like Blockbuster. Those were the good days.
Those were the good days.
Mm-hmm. Have you noticed that there's a thing going on right now, and this was going on for a little bit now? It's called freeblockbuster.org, where a man has taken unused newspaper stands and has used them to put in movies on VHS and DVD and all that. Yeah, have you seen that? I think that's really good stuff. It's like, hey, you're trying to bring Blockbuster back. That's not a bad thing.
Cool.
Yeah. If anyone wants more details on it, just visit them online. I believe it's called freeblockbuster.org. So maybe you can find a newsstand that has a bunch of movies that you can take and then take back.
True.
Maybe Entrapment's in there. Maybe there's a copy of Entrapment laying around somewhere. You could. I mean, if you wanted to. It's up to you who may be watching or listening to this. This match better be worth it. Oh, it is. I'm saying it better be worth it for me. Ving Rhames is pretty serious up in here. He's been in a lot of... Ving Rhames has been in so many different movies over the years. He's been in all the Mission Impossibles, or at least most of them anyway. Let's see. He was in a movie called Dark Blue, which is a corrupt cop movie with Kurt Russell and Scott Speedman, if anybody remembers that from the early 2000s. Oh, yeah. He was also in Pulp Fiction, which turns 30 years old later this summer.
That's a great movie.
You like Pulp Fiction? It's a good one. It's a lot of fun too. A lot of funny lines in that one too. You just drink that milkshake. Can I have some of that? That's a good $5 milkshake. John Travolta and Uma Thurman. Yeah, Uma Thurman was a big fixture in the 90s too.
She was.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite thing that she did was, and I know this is bad.
Oh no!
Batman and Robin. I loved
her as
Poison Ivy. I loved her as Poison Ivy.
No,
that great entrance. Oh my god!
With her in the green suit.
I want to cosplay that one of these days.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I hope I hope that happens for you and you enjoy fulfilling that dream of yours. But I will just sit back, relax, and not watch Batman and Robin anymore. So,
all right.
I mean, it's just. I can watch Batman forever, but I can't watch Batman and Robin. I just can't do it. Plus, I've met Batman twice. I met Val Kilmer's iteration of Batman twice, and he's a very nice man. Said a few words to me under his breath due to his throat cancer disease. But he was very nice. He signed my Batman Forever DVD set, and then the second time I saw him, he signed an 8x10 of himself as Iceman in the hit movie Top Gun, where it says, "To Ryan, I don't like you because you're dangerous." Which is a line from Top Gun, in case you were wondering.
Right. Love it.
Yeah, he was very, very nice. If you ever get a chance to see Val Kilmer at Comic-Con, please be nice and generous to him, as he's been so generous to the fans.
Yeah, absolutely. When I was working at the New Mexico Roundhouse during the legislature, he was walking around, like, it looked like he was going to make a run in New Mexico, and this was like my last year of my bachelor's, my last semester.
No kidding.
And I saw him, and like I was like, oh, and like he saw me, and I was like, oh my god, it's Val Kilmer. It's great.
Oh my goodness, that's really cool. That's really cool. You saw him. That's really good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Val Kilmer movie? Have a favorite, or anything stands out?
Tombstone, maybe.
Tombstone. I'm your Huckleberry. Okay. A lot of fans of that out there. And by the way, our good friend Brandon is here. Brandon says, "Hey Ryan, hey Brandon, good to see you, man."
Hey Brandon, what's up?
And then he also says, "Hey Martha." See, there you go.
My popcorn's almost done. You showed up too late, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon. Good to see you, man. Hope everything's well in your neck of the woods, and I hope your comic book series is going over well with your fans and the audiences out there. Feel free to let us know how you're doing, and if you have a new book coming out or new comic book issue that's going to be hitting Kickstarter, drop that link in the comments, brother. And he's an independent comic book creator, so good to see you, Brandon.
Awesome.
Yep, he's a good man, Brandon. For those of you just tuning in and wondering what the Bantha Fodder is going on, this is 25th anniversary celebration watch along, and apparently it's Catherine-Zeta Jones Appreciation Night, hosted by Martha and myself.
Yep.
We're watching the movie Entrapment. We're at 35 minutes and 27 seconds into the movie. Feel free to queue up your copy on physical media or a streaming service. Watch the movie along with us. Share those thoughts about it or some of the other films that features these particular members of the cast in those comments or in the chat. And if you're watching this live or on a replay, we thank you so much for being with us. And apparently, Martha has met a lot of celebrities in and out of the States. So
yeah,
goodness gracious.
What time are we on? 35 what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, right now we are on 35 minutes and 54 seconds.
Oh, okay. This part right here with the hair falls. Oh my God. He's like the tension. Oh,
goodness gracious. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Any outfit she's wearing, she's by the way, Brandon is a few more things he likes to share with us. Brandon says, "Can I have some popcorn, Martha?"
You have to go get another bowl. I'm out.
You have to get yourself your own bowl there, Brandon. And then he says, "Will do, Ryan, as far as the links go, and I will get a hold of you very soon." Thank you, Brandon. Wish you the best. Feel free to jump on another episode of And I Quote somewhere down the line, brother. Still got plenty of spaces open for guests in the year of 2024.
Let's talk about this scene real quick.
Oh, yes.
He blindfolds her. Yep. That booty up. Oh, my God.
There it is.
And the fact that he blindfolded her because she said, "I can do this with my eyes closed now." And so now he can marvel at her without her seeing either. So it's a win-win, one, to prove her point, two, so he can just admire her because the athleticism in this, I'm pretty sure this is her doing it. I don't think this is a stunt double.
No, this is her. Yeah.
And like, I'm telling you, I'm doing the yoga so I can do some of the things that she's done in this movie. I know. This is what, 25 years ago, and I still am marveled by her. And I know for a fact because the shoes that she is wearing are like dancer's shoes. When I was when I was doing jazz and stuff back in the day in my dancing days, those are the types of shoes that you wear to run a routine. You know, they're the soft ones. And so when she was climbing up the wall, I remembered that. I was like, oh, she has shoes like I do. Anything I could do to make a connection with Catherine. And then again, this whole thing of her moving through the lasers, the fictional lasers. Beautiful. And of course, I was a ballet dancer. So I was like, she's doing ballet type things too. So again, I love Catherine. Beautiful. But this whole scene is just, you can tell, one, he's concerned about the job ahead, but two, he is just looking at a masterpiece like the Rembrandt.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Brandon, make sure you get some popcorn, buddy, because we're in for one heck of a night with these conversations.
I'm going to have to go get more here in a minute. Brandon, pass me some popcorn. I'm out. But
Brandon,
I don't want to get up right now. This is one of the really good scenes here.
This is one of the most iconic scenes in the entire movie.
It is.
It's very important. And they use this very heavily in the marketing.
Well, we know why.
Oh, we know exactly why. Oh, look, she got to the mask. We're ready. I'll tell you when we're ready. You forgot the damn pressure switch, didn't you? And you just can't help it, can you? Hope what? Being such a nasty SOB.
This is how it
has to be. But if you can't deal with it, you know what, Mac? BS. You know what? I think you're just afraid to be nice to me. Which he very well could be. I don't know.
But why is he leaving so mad, though?
He's leaving, though. Bye, Felicia. There's another 90s reference there. Ooh, she's playing the piano.
Okay.
To the piano?
This dress.
That's a nice piano, though.
It comes in with this beautiful big box.
That's a nice looking box, too. You know what he says, right? He says, Merry Christmas. I thought you were probably a 6, but I think you might look prettier in a 4.
I tell you, I'm on my way to be a 6. This movie, man.
Well, he said 6, and then he's like, well, I think you look better in a 4.
I was like, okay, I need to get to the 4 or 6 range to look like that.
I believe you can do it. I mean, you post your workout tapes on Instagram all the time, and I'm thinking, dang, Martha's really putting herself through the ringer here.
I am.
Going to those Zumbas and the yogas and all these exercise classes. I'm thinking, geez, how does Martha make time for all this?
I don't know. There are 3 days out of the week where there's 2 workouts. So there's always a yoga and a Zumba.
Oh my gosh.
Which one
do you like more, yoga or the Zumba?
The Zumba, because it's just high energy. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of jumping, a lot of booty. It's absolutely fun. The yoga, now I sweat as much as I do in the Zumba with yoga because you're using your actual physical body strength to hold yourself. Like, I'm like, why am I drenched? And I'm like, that's why.
Was it my imagination? Didn't I say something about checking in every day? I'm sorry, Hector, but I can't exactly just pick up my cell phone here. I've been worried about you. Where are you? I'm staying with Mac at his castle. Oh,
look.
He bugged the phone. He bugged the phone. That's not good. That's not good. You want to pick him up now? Well, we've got him for possession. We've got him for conspiracy. Yeah, but I can catch him with his hand in the till.
And the way he's so pissed drinking that scotch.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's probably thinking, I thought she really liked me for me. But I don't know. I thought.
You thought so, or maybe, maybe not so much speculating. I gotta go. Man.
Oh, shit's getting real.
Bug the phone.
I mean, that castle, though, I'm overseeing the rocks and just, oh my gosh.
It's funny, though, because I just remember now, there's a scene that takes place in a castle in one of Sean Connery's earlier films in his career, and it was the cult classic film known as Highlander. And he does battle with the antagonist in a castle.
I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
Yep. It's called, have you seen it before?
No.
Highlander is a great movie from the 80s. Great movie.
Sitting in the brain somewhere. I feel like I may have.
Highlander stars Christopher Lambert, who played Raiden in Mortal Kombat 95.
Oh, okay.
Guy with the long hair. Yeah.
Upstairs.
And then Sean Connery's in it as his mentor, just to be clear. I forget the guy's name, but it's Clive something. And he was the voice of Lex Luthor in Superman the Animated Series. Clive something. I forget the name. Anyway, it's a really good movie. Highlander is a solid movie. I think it turns, oh boy, what is it? 40 in 2026. So we'll be doing a watch along for that in 2 years.
The top of the castle thing, though.
Kind of dangerous, though, isn't it? It's got those two what do you call them? Glasses. Excuse me.
With scotch.
I'm trying to think.
Did you say asses?
No, glasses. Glasses. They're called No, I did not say that. No, it's glasses.
Oh, just the height of it. It looks dark. You can tell they used a filter on the camera for this.
Thank you. Yeah. Did you find what you were looking for?
Now, do you think he's going to push her off this thing? Do you think that was the plan? Maybe he backed out?
Yeah, I think he backed out
more clearly. So,
Yeah. Or maybe he was just trying to scare her.
He says he never comes up there without dropping something off, and he's got his hand on her shoulder. Do you think it was probably the plan? And then she's like, go ahead then, do it.
Do it. In the words of Schwarzenegger, do it. Do it. Oh, he dropped the glass off. We leave in 2 hours.
Jeez.
Boy, that was a scare tactic.
I wonder if...
Scared?
I don't know if he was really intending to knock her off the thing, though. I think
he was just threatening her, scaring her.
Maybe.
Jen. He's wearing a nice tux.
Word.
But
This
then again,
dress, though, has had a hold on me for years. I have yet to find anything that looks like that.
That dress. Oh my.
I need to wear that and someone like Sean Connery look at me like that, the way he looked at her in the dress. I'm telling you.
You're the most beautiful crook I've ever seen.
And then the rose, it gives me vibes back to Mask of Zorro, just the way she looks in that.
Oh, that's right. Because
Mhm.
Antonio gives her
Yes,
one in
and so
that scene in the what's it called, the hacienda.
yeah, and this the way that just threw me back to Mask of Zorro. It's like, oh, I wonder if they did that on purpose.
I don't have a gift for the hostess, but wait a moment. And then he flicks his wrist.
Mhm.
Thing comes out, and he's like, "Thank you." Pleasure.
Yep.
Oh God, Antonio, the man. Love that movie. So
Oh.
happy we did the watch along for that last year. That was a blast.
I need to. Yeah, I need to.
You need to go back and watch that tape. That was a great tape. You're gonna love it, Martha. I promise.
I will. I'll watch it.
So much fun. And by the way, thank you to our good friend Case for redesigning all the movie watch along thumbnails because they look priceless.
Great work.
Yeah, Case is the man.
All right, so this is what, a couple days after Christmas, right? Because it's 4 days till the millennium.
Yes. So it's before New Year's, before New Year's Eve.
To be this bougie, to be at one of these parties, man.
You want to go to one?
Yeah.
Okay. Wearing this dress, obviously.
Wearing this dress.
Wearing the dress.
Or Gal Gadot's blue version when she's at the ball too.
With the blue dress, yeah.
That too.
3, 2, 1. Synchronize your watches. These are digital watches that they're synchronizing. I think we should pay our respects to the guest, Giovanna. That is a nice dress, by the way.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Look at that mask. Goodness gracious. Oh, they're doing some strategy here.
Mathin'.
Here we are. Very clever. Very clever. I mean, that's a nice clock, too, on the wall.
Yeah, everything in that. And another castle looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know where all these castles are.
That's a valid point. It's a mask presenting 2,000 years of China's history. My goodness.
Yep.
It's a lot of history. But then again, if you want to know more about history, you can always pick up a history book, or you can watch some of those documentaries on YouTube or what is it called? National Geographic.
Mm-hmm.
Which reminds me, I should probably watch a documentary about Chinese history and Malaysia's history too. Yeah, because of all the filming locations in this movie. I should watch one on London.
I love London.
Ancient castles, maybe some castles. I don't know. If anyone knows of any good documentaries about the history of London and Kuala Lumpur, which is Malaysia, and then you got these castles here and Chinese history, please let us know. I'd be curious.
Yeah,
because they have some really good pieces of art.
Dang. All right, so what are they using here? A welding bar, a blowtorch? What is this?
Yeah, I believe blowtorch. Yeah.
So early on in the planning, they said, "Oh, they had these tunnels for the mistress."
But 100 years later, they flooded the place.
Yep.
Yes, hence the reason they have to go underwater and swim through it.
Mm-hmm.
Good music here. I mean, I know we can't hear it because our sound's up, but I remember, when you're watching the movie with the sound on, there's some good suspenseful music playing.
I need to know how they knew exactly like where the water level would stop at, because this is almost perfect. The way it. Maybe that's just movie magic. I don't know.
Yeah, there's probably that, but it's also a valid question.
I mean, seriously, if you're gonna go and sneak in somewhere.
Yeah, where would it be? That's a good question.
Oh, okay. So the tracker they put on the once you drop the dress, that's where they're able to track it. Oh, okay.
Exactly. And then he puts the piece of sticker on it.
Yeah.
Which is a very valid point.
And then he's measuring things.
He's got the measuring tape with the pencil.
These weird little bars that look like hot dogs.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe I'm hungry. I need a hot dog with this
Skinny Pop. First Skinny Pop, and now Martha's like, okay, we need hot dogs here. Hot dogs. This is my cheat day, and then I go to exercise class tomorrow.
Yeah, no. I was supposed to go lift today, but I didn't because I just did not feel like it. I was really tired.
It's okay.
Whatever.
We all deserve a break.
Yeah, my body's saying, no, you're going to chill today. So I've done nothing but just relax. and enjoy. Even in this wetsuit, she looks so pretty. Boom.
If Catherine-Zeta Jones, she's never going to do it, but if she ever starts doing shows, we know who's going to be first in her line, and that's Martha.
She needs more Funko Pops.
Why, there are no Catherine-Zeta Jones
I
pops?
don't think so.
Too bad they didn't make any for Entrapment. I would have bought them.
I wonder if the security guard could hear that. I know it's farther along than that, but just now that we're...
Yeah, I was going to say they do it because of the chimes of the clock.
Right. But, like, listen to him. Like, look at him. He's like...
Something's up. He's thinking, did I just hear something in the background?
I don't know.
More. It's too loud. More. In the words of what's his name? Kylo Ren. More. More. Last Jedi, sorry.
Boom. Yo, they did that so smooth, though.
It's true. Look at that. He's got the rollers on it and everything. You notice that?
Yeah.
Jeez. He's got the wheels and everything. Mm-hmm.
Setting the alarm.
Mm-hmm. Security guard's going around making his rounds.
3
minutes on the clock.
Which is this whole the marble thing, like that is pretty. Like I know I've seen this movie 1,000 times, but now that we're really watching and dissecting, my God, that's like impressive. You just put the wheels on there and move it along.
Most impressive. Had to throw in a little bit of a Star Wars reference. I can't help it. Blocking security cameras with those laser beams. Anyone notice that too?
Yep. He's aligning them to all of the dots.
Yep. And for those of you tuning in, this is the 25th anniversary watch-along of Entrapment. We are witnessing the heist of the century between Sean Connery and Catherine-Zeta Jones teaming up. We are 51 minutes and 52 seconds into the movie. So queue up your copy on physical media or what is known as a streaming service. Watch the movie along with us. Share your thoughts in those comments. And if you're watching this live on a replay, thank you so much for being with us.
That look he gave her when she helped her up. And then the camera. That little He hasn't said it yet, but
yeah.
I knew it was coming. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. You've got 3 minutes on the clock. Even with this suit, she's ridiculously good looking. Even with the suit.
But here's the one thing I just caught. When she's going through, when she slid over this way, she lifted her leg up, but her hands moved across. Her hand didn't go up and over. I just noticed that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's just me. Sorry. And I mean, just the ability of this, the art of this. Whoever was the choreographer to this did a great job. And they're like, Catherine, can you do this? And she's like, sure. She's probably like, I do yoga all the time. No big deal. That's probably why they did it this way, honestly. I think I still follow her on Instagram now that I think about it.
Huh. I guess I should have tagged her then on this post. Darn it.
Lord, no. She'd be like, what kind of weirdos are watching this now?
We're respecting her work. I could tag her when we do the in case you missed it post. Be like, hey, Catherine, we did a show talking about the greatness that is you and Sean Connery. Would you mind watching this replay?
Yeah, exactly.
Because all we did was just gush about how great you are as an actress. I think Catherine would appreciate it. I mean, she can, she can take some humor.
I think so, and I actually really am glad she is doing. She did.
Well, she was in National Treasure: Edge of History more recently, and then she was in Wednesday as Morticia.
Yeah, Wednesday.
She was in She was Morticia. She was Wednesday's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like her most recent thing.
I haven't seen Wednesday, but
I haven't either. I need to do it.
I've heard good things about it though, and it's funny because the showrunners of that show are the same two gentlemen who brought Smallville to life: Al Gough and Miles Miller.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So.
I forgot she won an Oscar.
For Chicago, I believe, yeah.
The pressure switch.
Don't forget the damn pressure switch. As Sean keeps telling her.
All right. Easy, easy, easy. Dang.
Oh boy. Pretty
So
sensitive.
I need to know, like, how does the pressure switch know how much the mask weighs versus her with the knife? You know, like, isn't there a distribution problem there? But we don't care, right? It's just a movie.
That's a good question, but then again, it's called movie magic, or what is it called? Taking creative liberties.
Mhm. I always wondered what the gum was for. Now we find out.
Pressure switch.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the pressure switch on, or keep it distracted. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's to keep it on, not to
Yeah.
set it off. I think that was the main point of the whole gosh darn thing. Now get out of there.
Oh, and then she's got to go through it quick.
I mean, she's going pretty slow around that corner, though. Oh, but
Yeah,
wait, she
yeah.
disappeared. What happened? Where is she? Security guard's about to come in, isn't he? He's checking the security log, swipes his card in. It's a monkey. It's an ape mask.
Boom. Red alert. Everyone's up. Oh, man, look how many cards are out there. I thought it was only one guy out there. Look how many came out of there.
There's a number of them coming out of there. Jeez. Or coming into the facility, or in the house, or the castle, whatever it is.
Yeah.
The exhibit hall. Call it an exhibit hall. I don't know. Oh, here, give me the mask. There he is. Oh.
Damn.
Now this is where we play Truth or Dare.
I'm like, oh my God, he's going to kill her here.
He's pretty ticked off. First, we start with truth, huh? You worked for Hector Cruz at Waverly Insurance. Hmm? Now, I dare you to lie to me. I don't know what you're talking about. What? I mean, come on. Come on. The job was a cover. That's how I got the code. No. You're playing both sides. You're going to sell the mask to Conrad Green and then turn me in. No, I need you for the job. There is no other job. There is.
Do you think that Sean Connery, or not Sean Connery, but Mac himself knew Conrad Green in the world of underbelly thievery?
I think he did. I think he had a thought there, a connection. Because he's been doing it for so long. I mean, he probably knows not millions, but enough people that work within the criminal underworld, or what are they called? A fence, right? Fencing. Someone who sells one thing to another, blah, blah, blah. So he probably knows a lot of people, including probably Mr. Conrad Green of Kuala Lumpur.
I wonder, and I'm trying to remember, well, I guess we'll see it in a minute. I think she tells Conrad that she's working with Mac, right?
Well, he says to her, so you're working with McDougal on this.
Oh, McDougal. Okay, yeah. So then.
And she says, yeah, I am.
Okay, so then Conrad knows of him. So I wonder if they ever had any dealings like way back.
That's a perfectly valid question.
Prequel.
Can you come with me to Malaysia? Can you just decide soon, please? And then Sean's like, well, I don't know if I'm going to go. Or then 4, 3, 2, 1. Your time's up. You said you would tell me what the next job is in 24 hours. It's a bank. Oh, look at this outfit. And I didn't say I would tell you anything else. Isn't it beautiful here?
I know, but it's like not even the most nice place of Kuala Lumpur. It's like
somewhere else.
It's obviously it's like the poorer side, obviously, and then you have the big city. So it's interesting to
Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Beautiful. And I'm like,
Yeah, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. 2 days to millennium, as the subtitle tells us where we are in the story.
Yeah. Banks have never really been my thing.
Banks have never really been. I think $1 billion would change your mind. I just don't like surprises. Trust me, there won't be any. Trust me, there always are.
There's always surprises.
It's a valid point.
That's how I go into life. There's always surprises.
Well, with the behind-the-scenes stories that have been revealed to you lately, yeah, there's been surprises for some of us here in this studio.
And the place that they're staying is interesting.
It's one of those upper lofts, maybe, or a smaller one. I don't know. It's reasonably sized, though. It's got a good amount of space.
Yeah.
But then when you open up the red doors here,
Yeah.
of
The way
course,
she's like, come here.
when I said bank, I didn't mean just any bank.
Okay. Now, at some point, I will make it to Malaysia to see this.
I give you the world's most tallest building, and are we going to steal it?
Well, now we need to know: is this still the largest tallest building? Probably not, right? I think the
No,
one
because
in Dubai
because
is.
I think the one in Dubai, what is it? The Burj Khalifa Tower
There you go.
in Dubai, I believe it's called. I think that's the tallest
So-
because they shot the Mission Impossible movie in Dubai.
Oh, that's right.
Which, by the way, have you seen that stunt sequence that Tom Cruise does in Mission Impossible 4?
Where he goes down the thing. Yeah.
No, not the shaft. I'm talking about the tower of Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Have you seen that scene?
No, I'm not into those movies because they go
Oh
on
my-
forever, like Fast and the Furious. I am not about to get invested in all of those movies.
But here's the thing: the difference between Fast and Furious and what is it called? Mission Impossible is that Mission Impossible actually every installment is good, whereas Fast and the Furious isn't.
It's just getting worse and worse.
I don't think it. Henry Cavill's in Mission Impossible Fallout.
Now, see, I saw that one because I'm a huge Henry Cavill fan. So,
I mean, come on, you got to admit that film was good.
oh, the way he just like,
Yeah, when he beefs up his arms,
Mm.
you know, he beefs up those guns of
Yeah.
his, Martha. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what I would
Tearing
do for those guns.
Yeah, tearing that guy apart in that men's room. God. Well, hey, at least you like one in Mission Impossible movie, but all 6 of them, I haven't seen the 7th one yet, but
Yeah.
the first 6 are really good. I invite you to check them out, Martha.
I will.
They're good. It's
I
Fast
ha-
and
you
it's
know,
Fast and Furious. That's the problem.
Yeah. So one of the things that she did, she points out all of the things on the maps and stuff, and the Malaysia tower.
Offices. Yeah. mhm.
But when I went up to the Tower of Latin America in Mexico City,
Mhm,
while
mhm.
I'm waiting in the line, they show all like the world's tallest towers. And I was looking at that map and I was like, okay, I've been to Seattle, I've been to New York, and, you know, and they start listing all of them. I'm like, I have so many more to go on top of. But anyway, this tower comes up quite a bit in my life. And at some point, and I will make it there. And I'll take a picture and be like, hey, look, Brian, I made it. So that's the kind of hold this movie has had on me.
I'm telling you, you know, for those of you watching or listening to this presentation of the 25th anniversary Watchalong of Entrapment, I've been doing these shows for so many years, but I don't think I've met anybody who is as passionate about this particular film as much as our good friend and colleague Martha is. Because listen, I've been a passionate movie person since I was at the age of 3 or 4, but the fact that Martha has shared so much of her love and appreciation for films such as Mask of Zorro and how much that has a huge impact on her and her family. By the way, rest in peace to the father there. And then you got this movie with Catherine-Zeta Jones. What is it called? Her career continuing to skyrocket at this point. I'm thinking, gosh, and I thought I was a fan of movies, but Martha just takes this to a whole other level. I mean, geez, Martha, I got to be honest with you. I think this is the first watch along you've ever been present and accounted for
Yes,
on our.
sir.
Okay, so
Yeah.
clearly, I think the person who may be watching or listening to this and as far as I'm concerned, because I host and produce these shows for my passion of movies, we need to bring you back a lot more.
We do. I need to be better at kind of being available for you.
Please, because if Catherine's if Catherine Zeta Jones just happens to shows up in the movie, you got to be on it.
Yeah, I will. I'll try.
Yeah, in 2 years, this is a long ways from now, and we'll message each other when this gets closer. But you have to be on for the 30th anniversary watch along of The Phantom with Catherine Zeta Jones and Billy Zane.
Oh, that is such a good movie, and I have had such love for Billy Zane. I have yet to meet him.
Oh, really?
God.
Oh, I've met him once. He's a nice dude.
Yeah, my husband did too. He got my Phantom pop signed, and
Oh, you got a Phantom Pop signed?
yeah, it's not for sale, but it's there.
Darn it! Send me the picture. I want to see it.
I will. I have to go find it. I don't know where it is.
I love that. That's freaking awesome that you got him to sign a Phantom Pop. That's
Yeah.
genius.
Love that movie. And
Next
of
time
course, he was in Titanic, but still, I still loved him. I was like, man, he's so fine.
Mhm.
Now he's bald, so I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyway, but still, I still love the man. I think he's great.
Next time I see
These
Billy,
towers, though, look at the cinematography on these towers. So you know they were either pre-filmed this or they really are there. I always wonder when they do movies like this, did they go and film it there, or did they pre-film and get the B-roll and then they just put the rest into like a studio and did the rest? You know what I mean?
Well, there is one sequence coming up later on in the film where it was green screen and shot in a studio and the safety of a studio, whereas some shots were indeed filmed in Kuala Lumpur, which is located in Malaysia.
Oh, okay. So
It was a mixture of both on location shooting and then there was studio.
Well, that scene you're talking about, there's no way they could have done that.
No, there's no way. That's
No
all
way.
green screen and it was in a studio.
Yeah.
Which is later on in the film, and which we'll get to a little bit later on.
In a minute. But I do love that he's there casing the place. He's looking at everything and seeing the preparations.
Taking pictures.
Although I do find it funny, though. That's all the decorations they did for this building is those little lights.
Yeah, those little white lights.
Yeah,
You
they're
notice
like,
that?
oh, we're getting ready for our celebration. I was like, you would think that'd be a little bit more
Extravagant?
especially since it's the millennium.
Yeah, it's extravagant, I guess. I don't know. It
Look at
wasn't.
this, like the squander of it all. It's just like, it looks like the hood of Malaysia. I'm sorry, Malaysians. If there's anyone out there from Malaysia, you have to explain this to me one of these days.
Mm-hmm. He's been up all night doing all this. All night. There's no way I could have stayed up all night doing something like this.
And I need to know because she's over there tossing in the bed. Like, did they do it? Did they?
No.
Look at my God. Look
No,
at
they
her.
didn't.
Look at her back. Like, those are back goals right there. That's why I do. Look, see, this the way she's got a beautiful shape. I do not look like this.
Martha's thinking to herself, can I look like this tomorrow?
Yes, exactly. That's why I work it so much. I'm like, I need to get that nice little curve in those hips. My God. And then the way he just pulls it back, like.
He's being respectful of her. He's being respectful. That's why he's doing it. That's why he's doing it. It's called respect for the ladies, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought he tapped it, and that's why he's like, oh, let me just. But I guess they did not tap it together.
No, the places that Martha's mind will go during these shows, I gotta be honest.
No.
She needs to know these things, Brandon. I mean, or people. I mean, because Brandon may be still watching. It says we got one or two people are still watching this. So, Brandon, if you're watching this, I didn't mean to call your name randomly. It's just you're the one who's commented the most.
There she goes, walking in to see Conrad.
Mr. Conrad Green of Kuala Lumpur. I have just been handed a note here. Let's see. The note says, "Oh, well, thanks for liking this show, Brandon. I appreciate you, man. The keys and the goggles are in the bag. Is there anything else I need?" Confucius say, "Don't use cannon to kill mosquito."
Even this outfit is so cute on her.
Every outfit she wears is just freaking gorgeous.
Show me yours. I'm sure.
Well, here it is. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Bring it.
I think that this gentleman has passed. I think it was 2010 when he passed.
Joy forever. Where's the mask? I want my mask. Come on. Where's my mask? Where's the mask? So you're working with McDougal on this, huh?
Okay.
Yep. See, he knows who Mac is. Yeah.
What happened here?
You know what? I would suggest? I would suggest that you have a little tit for tat with your partner there, if he's still in the country. Ooh, that's not the real mask. That's a fake one. I'm sorry. Oh, that's a fake mask, Bella. Conrad, you gotta believe me. I had. Oh no! Don't pout at me, you little witch. Come on, Conrad, get out of here.
Dang, I'd be scared for my life at this point. Get out.
Tells her to get out of the room. I thought he was gonna kill her there for a second. Oh, look who has the mask though. Mac has it. Baby, I'm glad to see you.
Calling it off.
I'm calling it off. Here, you take this. I'll get the Rembrandt for you later.
These restaurants, though, it's pretty interesting.
It's not going to happen. What about this other big, giant, huge job you all are about in Scotland? Now, you wouldn't be trying to cut a brother out of anything, would you? There's nothing to cut you out. Sit down, Mac. Sit down. I said, sit the fuck down.
The fetcher now becomes the boss. Interesting.
Mac, I think it's time to take your girlfriend out of the equation and get down to you and me of it all. She is not my girlfriend. Mac, I'm getting this Yoko vibe. I'm getting this Yoko vibe. God.
I love that.
Yoko Bob, your girlfriend's calling the shots. Now you know what
Oh
happens.
boy, here we go.
You know what happens, right? You change the partners. You change the rules. And the rules are Mac does the job. I watch Mac's back. You don't call up nothing.
The disrespect of it all. All
Well,
right. So why is the errand boy all of a sudden becoming
in
the boss
charge.
here?
That's a good question, Martha.
What happened here?
I'm very curious as to why he thinks he's in charge of this whole gosh darn thing. You know who else? You know what else is in charge of this? The person who's watching or listening to this grand presentation of the 25th anniversary watch along of Entrapment. We are currently at 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 40 seconds into the movie. Queue up your copy on physical media or what is known as a streaming service. Watch the movie. Share your thoughts in those comments. And if you like what you see here, make sure you like and share this with all of your closest friends. And don't forget, if you're watching this live on the replay, we thank you for watching and being a part of this. We greatly appreciate it. We cannot do these shows without you. And once again, thank you to Apparently, who I was unfamiliar with until this particular show came about, the president and CEO of the Catherine-Zeta Jones and Zorro fan clubs, Martha of MDMC Entertainment. So, goodness gracious, Martha, I didn't know you were this much of an expert in entertainment.
It's kind of a thing.
They're having a little bit
the way he's holding her hands.
They're having a little bit of a tussle here on the floor.
Yep, they are. She's upset. She's crying. Her job is gone.
Why did you take the mask?
You know, took away the prospect of
the mask.
We're doing this. They're all spooning right now.
It's called a mask.
Not sexually spooning, but they're dressed.
I was gonna say they're spooning. Is that a thing? Do people still spoon? Is that a thing? Is that really a thing? Okay, it probably is. Gee willikers. Why didn't you sell the mask? Because I couldn't do it. Well, why not? Why didn't you sell it? I don't understand. You know, if I told you to forget this job.
But I wonder why he is having such doubts.
I'm not sure.
Like, what is the problem here? Like, he's a thief of all thieves. Like, what is the problem? Is it because it's too high tech for him? Is it just, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is here.
Speculation. Someone else's guess is as good as anyone else's. I was worried about.
I was worried for the both of us.
Not just myself.
Oh, she kissed him. That's it.
There might be more. I don't. Forgot about the rules.
Just.
Do there need to be rules here?
Have you ever broken them? She said no.
And he says no. He says no. I've never broken the rules. I've never broken the rules. Not once. Nope.
Break the rules. Break the rules.
Jeez, Martha is a big cheerleader of this whole thing here that's may or may not be about to happen.
You know, maybe this is why she was into older guys.
Because she, because she had a maybe not a little bit of a flirtation between her and her co-star.
I don't know. Come on, do it. All right.
Do it.
All right.
By the way, someone said on the interwebs that every one of Catherine-Zeta Jones's romantic partners in movies, she's all the chemistry between her and her scene partner, whoever it may be, was so off the charts. And then someone said, well, it's not like she dated every one of her co-stars and married every one of them. Like, no, she didn't.
Look, they just enjoyed kissing each other.
I think that's called making out. I mean, I know that's still a thing. So complicated.
What situation? What's he talking about, though?
I can't explain. It's too complicated. Isn't that what people say on their Facebook profile when they're not sure if they're dating someone or not? They say it's complicated.
So does he have another lady somewhere we didn't see ever?
That's another good question. Maybe he was married once and it didn't work out. Maybe she died.
Maybe they died and then
he couldn't move on. I don't know.
Oh, come on. You know what? Look at Catherine here. She's just so tap it. And she's like, fine. Just whatever.
Oh my goodness. It's a good thing this movie's rated PG-13, because if there were 5 or 6-year-olds watching this right now, they'd be wondering, what is Martha saying, Daddy? Because honestly, I don't know if we can have you around the kids.
Oh,
no, it's fine.
Sad she is, though. Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Oh, and who's watching him? Who's that?
That's a camera.
But someone with the camera's watching him. Oh, wait, what happened here?
There's no camera. The camera vanished. Someone took pictures. I don't know. Hey, I love you too, guys.
Oh, so now everything's good there. Okay.
She's got the goggles and she's got the pass key.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the pass key.
I like how it looks like she just went shopping with this little bag.
Little swanky, like bougie bag. It's like, yeah, I went shopping, guys.
What?
Get over it.
Wait, what's happening here?
Well, he's at the train station and he's
Oh,
putting
but
a marker down.
What is he? What's happening here?
He's putting a marker down, but I don't understand that part of the movie. I never understood that.
Okay, well, let's see.
I'm curious. Now she's going through
The market.
through the market is what it's called, the marketplace.
Yeah. Oh,
Two people just grabbed her.
oh, sheesh! I'd be freaking scared right now. How is no one doing anything? Oh.
Hector. It's
Hey.
Hector Cruz. It's Hector. What exactly are you doing here? Oh, I read in the newspapers that the mash thing's gone down, and I don't hear a peep from my trusty agent. So naturally, I worry.
Called the morgue.
Called the hospitals. Called the morgue. And finally, I call the airline.
I need to know how the airlines could just really just give out information like that.
Well, he's an insurance agent. He probably has government contacts.
Maybe.
That's how he's able to get access to the airlines.
Mhm.
That's my opinion. Because otherwise, no one's going to tell you like what person was on which flight.
Mhm.
Because don't people have the ability to check their, what do you call it, flights on their phones now with the airlines app or something?
Maybe. Okay. Now we understand the pictures.
Why do I pull you out of this job when you're getting so close to Mac? This was business, Hector. Business. Are you sure? There's nothing else you want to tell me.
Give me till tomorrow.
I promise you,
Have it all.
you'll have it all. You don't believe? Can I go back to work now? Can I go back to work now? What does that mean? That mean don't lose her.
My
So
God.
Now they're tailing her. That's the problem.
Wait. What?
Big reveal here. Guess she didn't like my pictures. It's Thibodeau. She's messing you both, man. She says it's business, and I believe, oh yeah, I'm sure she's probably on her way right now to see Mr. Mac for a little business. Don't you do that? Do not do that. Do not speak to me like that.
Maybe he's still holding out hopes that girl will be his, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Don't talk to her like that.
Now, I said I make this trip worth your while. You better be right. All you got to do is trust old Thibodeau. Ving Rhames with all that swagger.
All right. So,
Got to trust old Thibodeau.
His role in this.
International Clearance Bank. 1 hour to go until Millennium.
Okay, here's another outfit I love.
You do realize this is a 2-piece outfit that she's wearing.
Yes, I do, and I love them.
Is this another one of your life goals? Is to wear this blue dress?
Uh-huh.
You like a blue dress, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darker colors work well on me due to my skin tone. Lighter colors, not so much.
Okay. Good to know.
Now
Now everybody in the audience knows what to get you for Christmas.
There you go.
Oh, there's that rose again.
Is that like a little nod to that? I need to know.
That is a good question. Is it a nod to her relationship with Antonio in Mask of Sorrow? Because that movie is so good. Actually, I think that movie's great. We did a discussion on this some time ago. It was on episode 1 or 2 of Perfect Movies. I did mention that The Mask of Zorro, to me, is a perfect movie.
Oh, he's being tailed.
Yeah, but he's walking in overalls, so he's disguising himself as
a
maintenance worker.
I need to know. Does he know he's being followed? Like,
I think he
how
does.
good of a guy is he to know?
I think he does because he's been in the business for so long. He can tell when someone is tailing him, I suppose. Oh, look, the guy's in the garage and he's getting locked into that. What is it called? A vehicle lift. That's what it is. Vehicle lift. Sir, this is Agent so-and-so. I lost him. I don't know. He's just somewhere between the stairs and the truck. Oh, look, he's underneath.
Huh.
Clever. I don't know how he did that, though, but whatever.
No idea how he did that.
It's called movie magic. You just got to cheat.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this overhead shot.
This is a great shot.
Look at this overhead.
I love architecture,
Architecture?
Architecture, special architectural shots like that.
Do you follow the great architect known as Art Vandelay of Vandelay Industries?
I do not.
Oh, well, if you're watching, I believe it's called, if you watch the episode The Boyfriend, episodes 17 and 18 of season 3 of the hit series Seinfeld, you'll understand why.
That's why it sounded familiar.
Art Vandelay.
Art Vandelay.
Did anyone call in here asking here for Vandelay Industries?
That's funny.
You remember that?
Yep.
Vandelay Industries.
Vandelay.
Hilarious. Art Vandelay. God. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to throw in a bit of a Seinfeld reference.
That's a good one. I love Seinfeld.
Who doesn't? And it's by the way, for those of you wondering, it is currently streaming on Netflix in case anyone wants to see it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And by the way, there's a new documentary out. Or no. It's a what do they call those things? Oh, it's a comedy special. It's called Frosted with Jerry Seinfeld, talking about the history of the Pop-Tart. I heard it's hilarious. I heard it's absolutely hilarious.
Huh.
It's currently streaming on Netflix, so feel free to look up Frosted with Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay. Trying to see what he's doing here with the lifts.
He's inserting measures to make sure that he's able to see the security feeds and he's able to freeze them.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Changes out of the overalls into this nice suit. There's the dress.
Oh, that's why she said not that one.
She was like, not this one. I think this one's broken. So now they're using the elevator. Elevator 5 to be more specific. Do try to put a smile on your face, dear. Because they're being watched. Look at that smile. It's a very nice smile, Catherine. Just throwing that out there. Not yet. Don't get off the elevator yet. Now they step out. Oh, they're on the 70th floor.
Oh, okay. Now it's a freeze frame of this.
They're
camera. Watching it. Why wouldn't they have noticed that?
Now
the screen doing a weird little. Yeah.
Now time stands still. Hopefully. And then Hector's wondering, hey, wait a minute, where are they? They just disappeared from the camera. What is... probably watching the fireworks, probably. Yeah. Do you have cameras up there? Yes, you do. Would you mind? Now they got the executive security key that's going to allow them to go to the executive... Oh, my goodness. Look at that two-piece dress.
Just the way he does the like, that's an approval thing there.
That's like It's like, come on, man, come on. It's a beautiful dress, or a beautiful outfit, I should say. It's just, yeah. Oh boy, these people are very smart. If they disappeared, it's because they want it. It's because they mean to. You got any art in this building?
They thought they were up on the 70th floor watching the
fireworks, probably.
Big computer, something doesn't smell right.
Something doesn't smell. Well, Mr. Cruz, on the say-so of you and your friends in the FBI, I have a lot of men on standby here. So what would smell right to you? What do you want to do? I got a lot of men on standby down here.
So Cruz is trying to figure out what the heck is going on. He doesn't know.
No, but he said it himself. Something doesn't smell right. This isn't how it works. I don't understand it. Once again, we are about, let's see here. We are 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 38 seconds into this movie known as Entrapment, starring Sean Connery, Catherine-Zeta Jones. Watch this movie along with us on streaming service or physical media. Let us know your thoughts about this or any other movies that star Sean Connery and Catherine-Zeta Jones, for that matter, in those comments in the chat. And if you're watching this live or what is known as a replay, we thank you so much for being with us. And once again, hats off to the expert and president and CEO of a lot of fan clubs that I didn't even know existed, Martha, here on this show. Which, by the way, this is something I noticed too about Martha. Not only does she have her Instagram handle listed on her name tag here on the set, but it says owner of MDNC, OG Pink Ranger, and the Maven of all things. What does that mean exactly, the Maven? What are you, the Maven?
Oh, I didn't know there's a character limit. I was known as the marketing Maven, and sometimes I can't fit marketing in there, so I just say the Maven. So
okay, because the last time I heard
what I do is what it is,
which is fantastic. Congratulations to you and your creative team on your successful business over there in the great state of California. The other thing is, the last time I heard the word Maven was a former WWE superstar named Maven.
That's right. I stole it from him.
Oh,
no,
so you stole?
No, I didn't. My boss used to call me the Maven, so I don't know where he got it from.
There was a former pro wrestler named Maven back in the WWE
I have not
days.
worked with Maven yet. Maybe I will one of these days.
He has his own YouTube channel, by the way.
He does.
Have you been watching some of his tapes?
No, I haven't had time, but I need
Alright.
to.
Feel free. He answers a lot of behind the scenes of pro wrestling questions.
Wow. All right.
did-
So just the scope of this. This is the computer room.
Yes, the system. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Where's the money? Where's the gold? The stuff you can get your hands on.
Stuff you can get your hands on.
Yeah.
Look at that dress. This is why I don't do banks anymore. There used to be bars of gold and safety deposit boxes.
Old-fashioned loot.
Where's the good old-fashioned loot? The loot, my dear, is right in there. Oh, those goggles did in fact work and gave her access.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, look at that. Look at that grin on her face. 20 seconds.
These old laptops, my God. Look how old we are.
I know, Martha. We're old. We're very old.
Oh my God.
Those laptops were kind of buff, weren't they? A little big. Yeah.
Big and beefy, though. My
Beefy is
God.
what the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah, beefy.
Jeez. The words we use to describe ancient pieces of technology, folks.
Just is.
5. This is for real, people.
I don't know why. I always thought they were looking at these guys turning off the things. I don't know why that thought had always stuck in my head, but they're waiting for the clock. But
They're 10 seconds early. Why are so-and-so people in such a hurry?
and it's crazy because in the millennium, we all did think that this was going to happen.
10 seconds. FDZ, complete, clear, approaching 15.
I need to know how she knew where to put all these plugs at. Because this is like next
very complicated.
level.
True, but it's very complicated as well, which I will give you. 3. What is it? We're clear. All right. Happy New Year, Malaysia. 10 seconds.
Oh my God. The anxiety that even I feel it right now watching this. Complete.
Did it.
Oh, at least they kiss here.
Well, I hear it's tradition for couples or loved ones to kiss on New Year's. So
Happy millennium.
happy millennium.
And this is where, hold up. Let's see.
Doors are opening.
And this is where you mess up. There's a breach.
Oh, it says system integrity breach on there.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, this is where the alarm bells are starting to sound. This doesn't look good for our 2 master thieves, ladies and gentlemen. Vault alarms active. Oh,
Dang.
Jin. There's Hector Cruz. He figured it out. Whoa, what are you doing? We need the disc. Give me the spanner. The what? The wrench. If they get that disc, we're dead.
Oh my God. The anxiety of it all. Like, I don't know what you're going to do. Like,
I can't stop it, Mac. He's trying to get the disc out of that very beefy laptop.
very beefy. And these really weird chairs.
Yeah, I remember these chairs too. They're very strange. They don't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
Armed response unit, cold
Now,
red.
the thing with the Chinese New Year, now the dragon is usually in, Chinese New Year. I'm surprised it's making an appearance here, but whatever. That's a different thing.
Oh, he got the disc. And
Oh,
he
got
slipped
the disc.
He slipped it into his pants pocket.
Yeah. Holy crap. Okay.
Look at this. That chair broke into a million pieces.
Now we know why she has 2 different outfits. They're not one that look like a dress, like she's going to the event, and 2, they're pants because she needs to run.
Even though she looks pretty good when she's running.
Yeah.
Elevator 5 is on the move, sir. Well, who's in it? Nobody. It's empty. No. I think they're still in it. Look, they freeze framed the camera. See?
About time he looked and saw that it was frozen. Like, took him that long.
It took him a minute though, didn't it? See, there's always a surprise. There's always a surprise, Martha. Always a surprise. Surprise. Elevator 5 on the 49th floor has officially been shut down, according to the graphics here on the monitor. I would venture to say.
The fact that he carried all his tools up was probably the most smart thing that he could do. And the fact that elevator is just not dropping at this point is nuts.
Mhm.
Like,
I would
Oh
agree.
my God.
No, I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
Oh my God.
I think Martha needs to take some breathing exercises that she learned in yoga class right about now. I mean, my
It's
gosh.
like I'm watching it for the first time again.
So it feels like you're back in that experience.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
When I watched it for research purposes and to get ready for this particular show, some of us actually, not all of us, and we're not all required to do this, by the way, because people's schedules are different. Someone's schedule is different from the next. But I tend to watch these movies before we do the watch-alongs, and I was watching this movie earlier this week, and certain parts of it made me laugh, and it made me think of being back in the theater and seeing it for the first time. I was like, oh gosh, what an experience that was.
Yeah.
So it brings you back. It's good to have those nostalgic or
Yeah.
memories or type feelings, depending on what movie it is, of course.
Right.
I remember going to see certain horror movies in a theater, and I thought I couldn't sleep for days. So thanks, horror movies.
Gosh.
Well, if you were in the theater when the first Paranormal Activity came out, and that last 5 minutes of that movie, you thought, okay, I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what scene I'm talking about?
Yeah. What's crazy is that house is not too far from where I first worked at my first job in San Diego.
Are you serious?
I was in this neighborhood. Oops.
Yeah.
Did I freeze? Oh,
well,
shoot.
you did, but we can still hear you. We can still hear you.
But anyway, yeah. So it's in a neighborhood that was not too far from where my office was, and I had gone through a lot of houses in that area, and I was like, dang, I probably walked into the paranormal house without even knowing. Come on, unfreeze me. I look dumb.
I wish I had the ability to help you there.
Oh man, hold on. I have a spinning wheel of doom here.
Okay.
The excitement is excited for my my laptop's feeling the excitement of me watching this movie. All right. Well, they're in the cage now. They went through those.
Yeah, it's all right. I can help you with the commentary. Hopefully, you come back to us in a few moments here.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. It's goodness gracious.
Okay, across where? This is nuts.
Yeah, and this was green screen.
And I need to know why Mac thought this was a bright idea.
Yeah, that's completely nuts. Yeah, I'm so sorry you're having some technical difficulties in that studio.
I apologize here.
Hope you come back soon.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you clear. I can still hear you clear as day.
Okay. Okay, I need to know, did he think these cables would hold them up doing this? And how does the helicopter not see them?
I have no idea.
I don't get it.
Especially with that
This
spotlight.
part has always gotten me kind of confused. Maybe I got to jump out and jump back in. Will you let me back in?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Take a moment. Go ahead. Jump out and jump back in. We can get it going here. All right. Well, Martha is attempting to figure out her technical difficulties. We appreciate you tuning in. Once again, sorry about that technical difficulty she's having. Hopefully she'll get that all fixed up and we'll get her back in here momentarily. But, man, the lights are falling. This scene is so tension-fueled, let me tell you. Going across this building, it's absolutely insane. If you're having trouble coming back, you may just need to restart your computer and come back, Martha. I don't know. Because as far as I can tell, here in the backstage area, you're still frozen. My goodness, this scene is tension-fueled. Gotta be honest. It's insane. Obviously, this was filmed in green screen, but still, you gotta admit, it's pretty crazy. Why he thought this was a good idea. But then again, it may have been the only way for them to escape, so you gotta take that into account as well. Jeez. I mean, this would be terrifying for anybody, period. Getting really intense with these scenes, folks, I gotta tell you. Goodness gracious. Yep. Yeah, jump back out, jump back in. Hopefully it'll work that time. So they're climbing up. They're climbing up. They seem to be getting close to the mountain there. Man, oh man. Great fireworks there, though. Well, they made it through, but it was not an easy task to accomplish. So now they're climbing up to the platform here to sneak through security. Both these characters, I might add. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. And please let us know, by all means, if you've seen this movie before or if this is your first time watching this movie along with us. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. And don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. If you're watching this live on the replay, we thank you so much for being with us. Hopefully our guest, Martha, will be back here momentarily. We're currently 1 hour and 36, I believe. Is it 36? Yes, 1 hour, 36 minutes into the movie. So cue up your copy on a physical media or streaming service. Let us know your favorite parts or scenes from this or any other movie starring Sean Connery or Catherine-Zeta Jones or some of the other members of the cast in those comments or in the chat. We're more than happy to hear from you. And for those of you who have commented and shared or liked this video thus far, we appreciate you so, so much. And if you're enjoying this on the replay, we appreciate you as well. Getting pretty intense with these. They're trying to escape and everything else is going on. I mean, it's absolutely insane. But man, so many great movies came out in the year of 1999, and this was just one of them. And I believe, oh, she's back.
I love her. Woo! I wasn't here to say this, but my God, when they just flung through the air like a freaking clock, that was. Oh man, I need to know how that was filmed. I need a behind the scenes of how this movie was made.
Well, I wasn't going to do it before. I wasn't going to do it before we did this presentation, but there is a behind the scenes documentary of Entrapment on YouTube that I will send you after this movie.
Please, because I need to see how this was done.
Okay. Well, they do go over a few things. Maybe not everything in great detail, but they do go over a lot of the sequences that were filmed. So I will send you the behind the scenes documentary here momentarily. So please just be patient, young one.
The fact that they're in the shaft,
Ripcord.
He put the pack on her
because they had two, but when they were swinging on the lights, he lost his, so he gave her.
That's what fell. I was like, "What in the world was that?" Okay, makes sense.
Door breaks down, and now the cops are storming in.
So, yeah, I always wondered. I was like, "Okay, so they caught Mac then," and I like the fact that no one noticed her crawl out of the ground
because they're too drunk and too happy to be thinking about it.
And then she didn't even cover it, so someone else can't fall into it. But my God, she just looks so pretty and sad at the same time. It's horrible. So and then you look up, and then like, damn,
up there, yeah,
the lights are gone. Oh my God.
So apparently Mac has been captured by the police or agents up there, and Jin has been managed to escape because he gave her his mini parachute, pulled the ripcord to go down to the elevator shaft, and it worked. And now she's at the Poodoo train station because Max says, meet me there at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow morning.
And he says, I'm never late. If I'm late, I'm dead.
If I'm late, it's because I'm dead.
And she's just sitting there.
6:33 a.m. though. He's late or he's dead.
So pretty in this color.
Really? You think she looks pretty in this color?
Yeah, she looks pretty. I know it's a muted color, but
yeah, she looks okay. But
dang, but the face though, my God, like
life goals.
Yeah, life goals.
Is it like it's life goals for our good friend Martha here on set?
Plastic surgeon. Here's what I want to look like. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say I don't think you were ever a proponent of
never no
like that.
No.
There's so many yoga and Zumba classes for everybody. She'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be okay. But it's so heartbreaking because she's like, "Where's my man's?"
You know, there's a friend of mine that has there's someone you posted about on social media one time. I think it was on your Instagram stories that says twerking is my new cardio.
Yes.
So when I saw that post, I immediately thought to myself, there's a good friend of mine who's a big proponent of twerking, so I should probably tell Mama Kay that she should buy this t-shirt. That she should.
one of the studios I go to is very heavily based in. It's not Zumba. It's. Oh wait, hold up. Turbido's a special agent of the FBI. What?
And oh wait, they're arresting her. You're under arrest for larceny. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
What? Okay, so he's not an errand boy. He's an agent. What? Who saw that coming?
There's a number of twists here at the end of this movie. Wait a minute, Mac, you're a cop. No.
No.
Well, not exactly. Thibodeau, believe it or not, is FBI. 2 years ago, he caught me and I cut a deal. The deal was that I had to deliver you. Oh my gosh, they've been on to you for quite a while. Hector was in on this too? No, he's just found out. Oh my gosh, she's been a thief for over 2 years.
True.
Yeah, they're both master thieves. Well, at first I wanted to see if you could pull off the job. And I wanted to see if I could do it. Weren't we partners? And she's really upset.
It's over.
I gave him Green.
Oh shoot! So did Green go to jail too?
Yeah, the Rembrandt, the Mask, and the full 7 billion. What do you mean 7? So you're just trying to make do with 1.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he held out some money for her.
Wait, is she going to that mark where he marked?
I think so. Now, plan C. In your pocket, you'll find an envelope, passport, visa, money. Where you go from here is up to you. And you'll still hold the record. Alone. Hey, Mac. Time's up. I don't understand. Why are you doing this? Well, believe me, I was prepared for everything. Except you.
See, he loved her.
He loved her? I think he liked her. I don't think he loved her, but he liked her.
Oh no, I think he loved her.
You think it's a giant L word? I think
so. And
he
couldn't give it all up, like, because then that's a form of weakness, you know. So maybe he holds it on the cuff. But
okay, well, if
he loves her. No, he does.
I mean, if you want to put it that way,
I will.
Okay. So, honestly, I feel like this whole show has been the Martha show, and I've just been in it. So it's. I mean, seriously, I mean, I've heard some great commentaries over the years that I've been doing these shows, but Martha, I think, takes the cake on everybody. I don't know, Austin. You may have, honestly, dude, Austin. I love you like a brother, but I think Martha's got your beat, man.
Everyone be cool. There's a gun.
Because both Austin and Case have been on a number of these watch-alongs. Just relax. We'll get her at the next stop.
No, she's like, bye.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Mac. She's headed towards the next station. We need to move out now.
The fact that she didn't move, like, you know, Hector's out there with a gun, and then he doesn't want to do it because he actually likes her too. Like,
yeah, he has feelings for her.
He has tons of feelings for her, and he did not want to reciprocate any of them. And now he's looking over here like, what the hell?
Yeah, what just happened? Because I don't understand it either. You know, I don't know what just went down here. I'm going to see that you're busted out of the bureau for it.
Oh, damn. Turbido's over here. I didn't do shit.
It ain't over, Mac. Oh, I believe you.
All right. So
what just happened? A lot of interesting surprises just happened here in the last 5 minutes. A lot of twists and turns, as they would say. Well, man, looks like the end of a terrible friendship. But you still owe me for today.
What does he give him? What does he give him?
I always pay my debts. 4 prototype super chips. Value $5 million each. There were 5 of them, so one of them is still in her suitcase. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there's still some money out there for him. I hope she was worth it, Mac. Oh, she was. I'll be seeing you, Mac. No, you won't.
Dang.
I don't think so.
He left him hanging.
Because he's tired of working with him. I think they've been working together for like what, 2 years now?
Yeah.
All
He
right.
said it's the end of a terrible friendship.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice little swinger, nice little wink and a nod to Casablanca.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, in Casablanca, they say this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Oh, see, look how sad he is sitting there. Or
By
he's hoping that she made it to the next round. Or, he's
By
probably sitting there
himself.
thinking, like, what just happened here?
Yeah, he's by himself.
Or do you think he knows she's coming back?
I don't know. It's a great question. It's a good question, though.
He literally looks sad. Look at the way he put his head down.
It's very sad.
Mm.
All you need is love. John Lennon, smart man, shot in the back. Very sad. Sorry, that's a line from Independence Day.
Okay, how'd she get there? And then look how excited he is.
She just shows up. How did this happen? What is this? She's on the other side of the platform. How'd she do it? He's gonna
in her pocket. Where are the pockets on this dress?
How did you do it? Well, I jumped trains mid-station. When the train slowed down, it was perfect. Was it now? You know what, Mac? I don't want to hold the record alone. No? No, I need your help on another job. The Crown Jewels or something? Oh, no, come on. Too easy. Oh, in South Africa, she says.
Biggest diamonds you've ever seen.
Oh, so that's what she was saying, because I never understood what she was saying when the train was passing through. It's a good thing for subtitles.
Now that we got the captions on here.
It's a good thing we got the captions on, because this really helps explain a couple of things. Mac, what?
He looks tired too. He's like,
Because he barely made it up to the other side of the freaking platform. About what? About my idea. Well, it's impossible, but doable.
Aww. See, where are the okay? I think I see a pocket in there now.
Yeah, there are
okay,
2 of them, just to be clear.
And then they disappear together. I love these transitions.
You like
I
this?
don't know how they did them. I mean, obviously, it's not
movie magic.
Physically impossible to do this, but the transitions out of these are really cool.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say if you good filmmaking techniques always, what is it called? Always works. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end credit sequence of the great film known as
produced by Sean Connery.
Yes, Sean Connery was a producer on this film. I forgot about that. Thank you, end credit sequence. We've reached the end credit sequence. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to each and every single one of you who have joined us for this celebration / watch along. Just to be clear, thank you for being a part of this. Make sure you like and share this with everyone you know. If you're watching this live on the replay, we thank you so much. And apparently Martha has an affinity for Catherine-Zeta Jones that goes all the way back to 96. So Martha, let's go with this here, because now that the movie has come to a close, we've reached the end credit sequence. The lights are starting to come up. We're walking out of the movie theater, you and I as good friends.
Yeah.
I got to ask you the 2 very important questions here that we like to ask our panelists.
Okay.
1, final thoughts on this movie, and on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you going to give Entrapment of 1999?
I think you said, what was the first part? Sorry, my son is over here. My son Matthias is over here making noise. What was the first part of the question?
What are your overall thoughts on the movie? Oh, hello, cute one. And then the second part of the question is, scale of 1 to 10, what are you going to give this movie?
Overall favorite parts of this movie. I think obviously the planning sequence of getting into all of these heists. I swear the rope scene, her doing the moves in the castle are still my favorite, just because again, I was in ballet at that time of that, 98, and it's just reminiscent of, I could relate to Catherine this way. I think that's one of the reasons why it's my favorite. But also just the art of it, them setting up, like, I don't know, even in the world of thievery, how in the world did they know how to set up these lights in this area so they could not get caught in the real deal? Like, that to me still blows my mind. Like the logistics of it all. Like, how did they do that? And I know it's a movie, but still, like, they had the plans. They made the measurements, but still one fraction off and you're toast. So the fact that they did all this, planned it correctly, the way she went through the lasers and was really practicing this, and man, I swear it was, I don't know. And of course, the cinematography of it, all the locations, they picked really beautiful locations for this. And I feel like this movie was far ahead of its time in 98 because this was like well into the future. I mean, the way I think of it is just overall thoughts, though. I really do love those scenes. I do love they do have chemistry. Those two, Catherine and good old Sean, R.I.P. I don't know. I feel like she did really good in this, and I feel like this, and then Moulin Rouge, and I feel like after no, that wasn't Moulin Rouge. What was it? Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
Then I kind of feel like after that, I didn't see her anymore after that, and it's kind of a bummer. But now she's back on Wednesday, so I must go back and look at the rest of her movies because I really don't know the rest of her.
Yeah, filmography.
Of that. But overall, this movie has had a hold on me. Like, wow, it just, when you told me and you're like, hey, you want to do this? And of course, it's one of those rare weekends I'm alone. So I'm just like, you know what? I have nothing else going on. I'm just relaxing. I'm having a much needed relaxed weekend. And when you said you want to do this, I'm like, which movie? I'm like, yes, I will be there because the incredible hold that it has on me, these little things that I remember when I was watching it, and today, 25 years later, it's funny. These are thoughts I've had in my head. So the fact that you asked me to come do this is interesting. So, but anyway, overall, fantastic movie. I would still rate it like a 9, 8, 9, maybe even back then. For watching it now, I still think it's ahead of its time. And yeah, I think that's it.
Fantastic. It's goodness gracious. You're on a roll here. We thank you for sharing your thoughts and your feelings that you've been holding deep inside for 25 long years. And goodness gracious, I didn't know you were this much of a fan of not only this film, but just the filmography of Catherine-Zeta Jones in general. But then again, who wouldn't? So here's my 2 cents on this. So thank you for sharing that with us. My thoughts on this movie are this. This is a heist movie. It's fun. It's exciting. It's clever. It's got 2 of the biggest names in Hollywood, and it's got Sean Connery towards the end of his unfortunate. He retired early. He retired from Hollywood in 2003 after the negative experience he had on League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. So this was one of his last performances we got to see him in before he left the business. But I will say this. This film is fun. I think the chemistry between the 2 leads is pretty darn good. Sean has that swagger about him. He's still good. By the way, rest in peace to Professor Henry Jones Sr., from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which celebrates its 35th anniversary later this summer. We're going to be celebrating that. Yes. That. Well, we will be celebrating that. Maybe or maybe not. Maybe Martha will show up. I don't know. Because it is Sean Connery. So I don't know.
I might. These people the comments, the playbacks, they're gonna be like, who the hell is this person you put on here? I
know. I probably should have put on the president and CEO of all these fan clubs, Martha, instead of these other people. But anyway, so my thoughts on the movie are this. If you've never seen this movie, if you're looking for a good heist movie, if you're looking for a good thriller and you want to see an actress in her, at the time anyway, in her prime, check out this movie. It's fun. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. I think it's still good. And the surprises at the end are just, oh my, like, there's so many twists and turns in the last 5 minutes of the movie. I think it's pretty good. So 8 out of 10 for Entrapment. That's what I think of this movie from 1999. 1999, within its own right, had a lot of great movies out that year. And we've already done a number of 25th anniversary watch-alongs for those particular movies. We've still got more and more to come. So the best thing you can do is just keep tuning in and keep joining us and share those thoughts and feelings in the comments. Because quite frankly, I didn't know Martha was this big of a certain movie. So clearly we're going to have to bring her back later. So this has been fun. I hope you've enjoyed this. This movie means so much to me because I remember my dad taking me to a lot of movies growing up, and this is just one of many that we went to see in theaters because he was a big fan of Sean Connery as the iteration of James Bond. So thank you, Dad. Love you. Miss you. Thank you for taking me. Thank you for taking me to see this movie when it came out back in the day. And
I miss my dad too. He had a huge crush on her too. So,
but then again, who didn't? And
I think this is one of the reasons why I probably watched this movie because of him.
Which is okay.
Thank you to the dads, RIPs.
We miss you both. And by the way, congratulations and happy anniversary to the entire cast and crew of 1999's thriller known as Entrapment. Martha, thank you for being with us. Now, if somebody wants to know more about your borderline obsessions with certain actors or actresses for that bloody matter, and you're a fan of other properties, where can they follow you on social media to keep up to date with all the wonderful things you're doing over there?
Oh my gosh. So my personal is at Martha D. Staub. But I do own a fantastic digital marketing agency called MDMC Entertainment, which you can find on Instagram by that same name. If you follow me personally, you'll see the links below in my bio for that. So you can hit up there. I also sell signed Funko Pops and action figures at MDMC Authentics. And I kind of know a couple of famous people, and I book them to Comic Cons and other different events, and that's at MDMC Talent. So I've got a lot of things going on. But yes, I was not aware of my obsession of Catherine-Zeta Jones until Ryan hit me up to do this show. So apologies, but thank you. And I love movies. So you got it. So I hope to see you there on my IG.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. That's Martha. I don't regret bringing you on for one single solitary second.
What a mess.
Goodness. She was all over the place with that bowl of popcorn and oozing over the beauty and greatness that is Catherine-Zeta Jones.
It's empty. I never went back to get more either.
She couldn't even go back to get a second helping of popcorn. Skinny
so
Pop.
Good. It was so good. I couldn't even leave. Even when I had to restart my computer, I didn't even go back. I was still watching the movie.
Well, the things we do for the movies that we care about and deeply love. Martha, I'm going to talk to you here again in just a moment, but I want to say thank you again for being a part of this. My name is Ryan of And I Quote Channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at RyanRPM5. Follow us across all forms of social media at And I Quote Channel. Thank you so much for being a part of this. We cannot do this without you. We have a goal in mind, and that goal is specifically 5,000 subscribers. And once we do, we're going to throw a great big live stream celebration. It's going to have returning favorites and some special giveaways that you, our incredible viewers / subscribers, are going to be eligible to win. So help us reach our goal. We know we can do it. I believe in you, and we believe in this channel, and I believe in what we're doing. Also, if you want some great merch, which may or may not include Catherine-Zeta Jones t-shirts, no, they're not in there. But if you want some anti-quote shirts or hoodies or stickers or stationery or coffee mugs that I know some of you may be enjoying coffee every day, please feel free to visit our links down below and the links in our social media bios for our great merch. Next movie watch along is going to be next weekend we're in the process of determining if it's going to be on Saturday or Sunday of next weekend. We're going to be doing a 40th anniversary watch along of the hit comedy Ghostbusters. Yes, Ghostbusters turns 40 next weekend. That is a true story, and that is a true statement within itself. But once again, happy 25th, I should say, anniversary to the entire cast and crew of Entrapment. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Great movie, good times, and apparently Martha should probably be brought on for more watch-alongs because she knows a thing or two, because she's seen a thing or two. But without any further ado, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified when our videos go up or they go live. Or remember, most importantly, life is better when watching movies with friends. Take a look.
When fortune knocks, open the door.
He is the ultimate thief.
This is classic Mac.
This was 70 stories up with smart glass windows at 400 pounds a pop.
He's the best.
The law can't catch him.
We sent a couple of guys after him, and these were both good agents.
They were both men.
But she has a plan
What do you have in mind for bait?
for the perfect trap.
Why are you following me?
I've got a proposition for you. I'm a thief. I give you the world's tallest building and home of the International Clearance Bank. Do I have your attention now?
Undivided.
You all keeping this strictly business, right, Mac?
Strictly. This is how it has to be. First we try.
Then we trust.
Has there ever been anyone you couldn't seduce?
Did he take the bait?
Big time.
You change partners. You change the rules.
Prepare to go offline.
35 seconds.
Weren't we partners?
You're playing both sides.
This is called entrapment.
No, actually it's called blackmail. Entrapment is what cops do to thieves. You coming?
It's time to take your girlfriend out of the equation. Shut it down.
Move it! You're perfect.
promise you, you'll have it all.
This is big enough now. It's never big enough.